So go up to Tennessee. They have like quarter comics.
We have quarter bins and methamphetamines. You do some meth, you can look for comics for a long time.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
I'm in such
What
a
did I
fucking
walk
mood, dude.
into?
This is the show. This is all. So I just want to say thank you very much to all of our viewers. This is obviously our last show, and
reminder: this is TVMA, and this is why we have to throw this graphic up pretty often.
Not Near Mint is a show designed for audiences over the age of 18. If you're a viewer under the age of 18, please stop watching Not Near Mint. It's not that we don't want you as a fan. It's just that we'll probably get in trouble if you watch us.
Yeah.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Not Near Mint. Hey, everybody, it's Not Near Mint on New Comic Book Wednesday. Now, you might have heard from Key Collector Comic Book app that there was a very special comic book to come out today. It was Batgirl, issue number 50. What's so special about this? Well, you might have heard that earlier this year that Ruby Rose walked away from the role of Batwoman from the CW show, and they had to get a new actress. They did not recast. They decided to get an all-new Batwoman, played by Javicia. So there's a new character running around in the Bat universe. Her name is Ryan Wilder, and they just introduced her in the new Batgirl comic book, issue 50. It's going for some money today. Also, TMNT Last Ronin dropped today. We did hear that around the country that about 50% were shipped that were originally ordered, so that's a little annoying. But it kind of makes up for the fact that there were 70 of these goddamn, oh my God, there were 70 variant titles. So, well, there's that, in case you didn't get it. Otherwise, Spawn issue 311 came out today. Cover A and Cover C were switched around, but they're going to be reshipping everything just to make sure everybody gets what they want to get. But hopefully you got that issue B cover, because that was the Chadwick Boseman cover. Very good one to pick up. Also, Ecstasis number 1 dropped today. We are now halfway through the X of Swords storyline. I have not read it yet, but I'm glad it's halfway through. Could it have been shorter? We'll find out. Otherwise, if you haven't done so far, his name is Discovery Bay Comic Books. If you haven't subbed up to Discovery Bay Comics, go ahead and do so today. Reason why? He does a show usually 3 times a week. You get to find out the pop community, the comic community, the action figure community. It's the statue community. It's all the communities. If it has to do with comic books and our nerdery world, you want to sub up Discovery Bay Comics. You might discover your new live show that comes out every day or every week, or old shows that just got re-edited, or perhaps it's a brand new show you've never heard of before. Find out your new show that may be your favorite. It could be this one. It could be yours. Sub up Discovery Bay Comics. Now, how about we bring in the rest of our guests? We have, well, they're not guests. They are our official panel. And we're going to start with Lady Fantastic.
Hello, hello. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. Feeling a little subdued and pensive, but there's nothing a little comics won't help turn the frown upside down. So
absolutely
glad to be here and with you dudes, and ready to talk books.
All right, and being that I'm seeing him taking a little drink in the background, I'm going to just shove Mind Shift, Comics on the Mind. You all got it. He's here.
What's up, you guys?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Bought some pumpkins to do an experiment with my students, and they didn't do it because we canceled class. Well, we didn't cancel class. They the awesome ice cream museum here in San Francisco gave us some free tickets. So they went on a virtual tour of the ice cream museum, played some games with the people there. So I have some pumpkins that I'm going to carve tonight.
I also heard that Lady Fantastic over here picked up some pumpkins and was going to carve the hell out of them to make it look like they were all vomiting.
What?
That's me.
That's Kirk.
Yeah, it shows how well I read these things when I'm just talking off the cuff, and I don't remember who said what. This is how I misconstrue things. Oh, hi, Ace.
People make mistakes. It's okay. We won't give you the guillotine this time.
A mistake. That's what my dad and mom called me.
Yeah.
Unless
we've all been there before.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring in Miracleman now. Hi, Miracleman.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hey,
Good evening. Thank you for joining us, to our wonderful audience. I have to say something really quick because, you said earlier that school got canceled because the ice cream museum offered the kids tickets. And I was like, oh, man, that sounds fucking righteous right there. Ice cream museum. And then you said virtual. And I was like, oh, man, that's like the worst thing that ever happened. That's that's like going to the ice cream museum and everything's behind glass and you can't taste nothing. It's the exact same thing. Exact same thing. It's terrible. I mean, that's horrific. What a terrible thing to do to children.
Man, people think that condoms are bad until you want to eat an ice cream while having a balloon in your mouth.
Wait a minute.
What did I say? Uh-oh.
What?
Ooh, that shows some comics, y'all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Moving right along.
We don't have any guests today, but let's say hi to those that are in the chat. We have, starting off with us, Life with Two YouTubers in the house. Sharon, go check her out. She does a show along with Rena Brown and Cade with the Fire Facts. It's called Isle of series. They do it every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Well, let's see who else we got in here. We also have Ace. And if you don't know who Ace is, she is a lot of fun. She was on last week. If you have not seen her, go watch last week's episode about the halfway mark. We also have William Smallwood in the house. Let's see, anybody else? We got Comics on the Mind, being that we have our moderators being on the show. They're lurking out there to make sure we don't have any kind of weird CGers. We also have Whack Comics. I was on his show just the other week. That was a lot of fun. I would love to go back on it. It was a good conversation. Let's see. Do we have anybody else? I think that, Dennis Hawthorne. He wants to see Ace. Good for you, Dennis. Maybe. You, don't watch me. Okay, so I guess now that we got through some of the people in the chat, and if you haven't watched us before, sub us up. We do this show every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, but we do this every single week, and this week we're going to ask that question we do every single time. What'd y'all pick up this new Comic Book Wednesday, and who wants to go first?
Let's make Miracleman go first.
I mean, okay. I got a couple of comics. If you don't want to see them, I guess I could show them. But only if you want to see them. Do you want to see them, lady?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So let's start off with our new books, right? What do you say?
Okay.
So Flash 754 came out. Legion number 10 came out. Listen, I've Legion's really disappointing me, man. Like, everybody's like, Talking Heads Bendis. Literally, the first page on this is a giant head and a page full of exposition every single issue, and it just gets more and more every issue. I'm about to drop the book just because of that. There's no characterization outside of like the first 5 characters, the main 5 characters. There's a Dr. Fate, there's a Gold Lantern, there's all kinds of characters. We ain't dealing with them. No characterization. We're just gonna flash them on a page. They're gonna do something cool and then disappear. Very disappointed by this book. Very disappointed. And that's the most ranting and raving I'm going to do about that book now. Suicide Squad 10. Immortal Hulk number 39. Such a badass cover. Such a badass cover. Now, I picked up a couple of older books that I hadn't gotten previously. There's X of Swords. There's that design sketch cover there. Little giant size X-Men #1 there. Here is a couple of these. Wonder Woman 1984.
Badass.
One.
I love that
Oh,
cover.
nice.
I love that cover.
Me
It's gorgeous.
too. I have one.
She's a great artist. She's on Twitter. She posts stuff all the time. This is the most tame piece of artwork I've seen. She typically has topless characters quite often. There we got Phantom Star Killer.
Lucky.
Yeah,
No one got that here.
Mine
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't have it at my place.
yeah, it's a pretty cool book. I like that one.
That just come out?
That one was that last week it came out?
Yeah, it was last
Yeah.
week.
Last week.
It's like
Yeah.
Grayskull. Doesn't it look like Grayskull a little bit?
It's like Darth Vader meets Skeletor.
And there's another
Yup.
copy that looks like an old VHS tape.
Yes.
Yes.
There is.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen them.
Yep. And then this came out. This is from Stonebot, which is a Red 5 imprint. It's Mandrake the Magician, Legacy of Mandrake the Magician. Pretty cool. Pretty good book too. I recommend it if you can find it. Sympathy for No Devils, new #1 from Aftershock. Giga. That's that giant
Oh, that's
mech
the
one.
cover I got. Nice.
I got the
Awesome.
other one.
Awesome book. Department of Truth #2.
Oh yeah.
Batman
Oh,
Three
yeah,
Jokers
I'd like to read that
#3.
I read that one. It
Mm.
actually landed the ending.
I've heard. I haven't got to it
When
yet.
Discovery Country came out today.
It did.
Yep.
It did. I'm so sorry. Of course, I got Rise of the New God. Haven't read that
the
yet.
cover is awesome.
And then I got, I'm a big fan of Jim Balance Tarot. Here's issue 124. It's the alternate paths, and it tells an alternate story of Boo Cat, who is this sexy little werecat. She's the sexy little werecat right there on the cover. See, look, you can see the killer jaguar one is wearing a leopard or jaguar print bikini top because she got big bazooms too.
But
It's
she
Jim
looks
Balance.
pissed.
She looks angry. But she's got big boobies. So you know what? People probably do that. And then, of course, I've been waiting for this book. This is the one that I was most excited about getting this week. Last Ronin.
Oh, you got the special edition.
Yeah, that's the B. I think it's just B. I think it's just B cover.
Okay,
technically.
quick question, because
Yeah.
I got
So
that
stay-
too. Not that exact one, but they're all oversized. Does anybody have a bag and board for this, and what size? Because none of my silver's taken.
So Silver's, the width was good. It was the height that was a problem. So I think we're going to have to go to tabloid size, man.
And cut around
No
it
way.
and make your own bags.
Maybe.
That's crazy.
Because it's just,
Putting it with
look how
my-
tall it is. Look how tall
Yeah.
it is. Much taller it is. It's way,
How,
it's
how,
way
thick, how
taller.
thick is it?
It's a Silver Age in width, maybe a little bit bigger because it doesn't fully fit in one of my Silver Age.
Right. It fits in mine. It fits in my silver. The width, it just fits. I don't know what kind of I might be using BCW. Not sure. This here's a Kickstarter that I've been waiting on. Got it in another Jim Ballant book, Raven Hex, the Sword Maiden. As you can see, what his strong point is in his art. Yeah, buddy. He was doing Catwoman in the 90s, but he did like all the hot chick comics. He did the Verotic books. He did Satanica. He did Egrat. He did Lady Death. I mean, if you can draw a scantily clad woman, he probably drew her. And then I got a couple of back issues, and I got some good ones I think you guys are going to be happy to see. So first up, Mighty Isis #4, sorry. So Isis just got announced. She's going to be in the Black Adam movie. The Isis that's going to be there is one that was introduced in DC's 52 event. So it's not this ISIS, okay? But these Bronze Age ISIS books, I have a feeling are going to get a little bit harder to come by. So I recommend keeping your eyes open. I found all 4 issues of Phantom Lady and the Doll Man. And somebody was having a 25-cent sale. Found all 4 issues for 25 cents. Now, you remember like a couple weeks back, it was announced that Black was picked up, I think, by Warner Brothers. It's going to be on Netflix. It's going to do something. Comic series by Kwanzaa and Jamal Eagle, where only Black superheroes have superpowers.
Yes.
So that day, the day they announced that, the book went to $50 on eBay, like instantly, right?
No way.
Yeah, instantly.
Absolutely.
Believe it or not, Black Mask still had them at cover price, so I got 2 of number 1.
Yeah. Nice. I got that one in the variant.
Yeah, I had the variant already, the Harriet Tubman variant.
Yeah, yep. That's an awesome one.
It's a badass looking cover. I already had that one. Got one for my brother even. And
nice.
Yep. But I got all 6 issues plus the extra number 1. And I'm probably not gonna. I don't really sell comics, but maybe I have a friend who really wants one. And they'll probably get it. Or maybe I'm gonna sell this book for $1 million and put all my kids through college. Like Superman 75.
90s mentality.
I got another nice, clean Marvel Fumetti book, number 1 here for only $1. Again, $1 books. A little Dave Stevens, Vanguard Illustrated number 2. Love that cover. Another Dave Stevens cover. Dave Stevens cover. Jerry Iger's Sheena, Queen of the Jungle in 3D. That's from Blackthorn Publishing. Yeah. Kind of a weird book. Again, dollar pickup. What If number 27.
Badass.
That one's real clean. I got a couple copies from this same dealer for $1 a piece each time. Really good deal. Another $1 book.
Aww.
Incredible Hulk 441. That sexy Pulp Fiction cover. Or Hulk
For 50
Fiction cover.
cents less than cover.
Right.
You're a shithead. It's
I know,
awesome.
right?
Dang.
And I was like, oh, there's no way that one's in there. I saw the era of the books. I was like, 441's not in there. Boom, 441. Here's a couple of tough ones to come by. The very first Aliens book from Dark Horse.
Oh, wow.
That's a second printing, but it's still like a $20 or $30 book. Got it for $1. There's number 2 as well.
Oh, nice.
Yo, wow.
I'm only missing like 2 issues out of the entire series.
So good. Then there we got a no prize book. Y'all ever seen a no prize?
I've never seen that before.
Only the book. I've never seen an actual physical in real life sent out by Stan Lee's Marvel Comics to a human being at home. I've never seen one in person.
Yep. I've never seen one before either. That was $1. Here we got the second Taskmaster, Marvel Team Up number 103.
Jesus.
Oh, you son of a gun.
I know. Butthole.
That was $1.
We gotta go rate whatever spot he is getting all these books from.
You know what? You're $1.
That's true. I am $1.
You got another.
I know you are, but what am I?
Another Marvel Team Up 95, First Mockingbird.
God damn.
That was also $1.
What?
I'm done. I'm out of here.
I know. You're pissing us all off.
You know what the worst part is? You know what the worst part is?
You're pissing me off.
That's the second one
We
I
all
found.
failed.
That's the second one I found for $1 in 2 months.
Shut
Second
up.
one.
Get
Second
back to
one.
showing your comments.
So this guy's the success. The rest of us here, we're all failures by comparison.
Marvel Team Up 66.
Jeez,
Second Captain Britain. Yep.
Dang.
$1. Iron Man 200. Another $1.
Ooh, nice. Man, just coming
There's
up.
the Jedediah, Bedediah, whatever his name is.
Do
Oh,
it for me
that's
first.
great.
There's 182.
Oh, no way. Okay, I'm done.
I don't even know if that's special. It's just an awesome cover. There's your 170.
It's from the Demon
Oh
isn't it?
yeah, that's the first when Rhodey puts on the helmet.
Yep.
Once
Sure
I drop this helmet, I will officially be Iron Man in Key Collector Comics.
So says the app.
is.
Jesus.
There's
No,
Daredevil
they
200.
were live. Huh?
So
Oh,
there's
nice.
Daredevil 200. Here is a Captain America Annual number 2. Look at that Kirby beauty.
Yeah, it is.
Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Loved it. Had to get it. I'm not a huge Cap fan, but, a Kirby cap. Got to get a Kirby cap, right?
Mhm.
Here's 220. That has that giant Captain America in it. Savage She-Hulk 22.
Need that cover.
Donatello Micro Series number 1.
Ooh.
Do any of you guys have this book?
Nope.
Huh. I've never
So-
heard of this one.
So in the original Mirage Studios Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles title, they did these micro series. Raphael's the first one. It actually is the first appearance of Casey
Yeah.
Jones. It's an oversized, right? That one's skyrocketing right now. That one's skyrocketing.
Yeah.
It's $900 now, raw in
Right.
higher.
Yes.
In higher grade.
Yes.
I literally think I bought mine for $4. Now it's not high grade, but it's not it's not a beater copy either. It's a little rough, but it's not a beater.
Can Whack have one? He promises he won't destroy it in one of his videos.
Please don't.
Well, this micro series, micro series really just means one shot. Thank you, Dusty. So it's just a one shot, but this one shot is about Donatello meeting an artist that everything he draws comes to life, and the artist is basically Jack Kirby.
No way.
That's basically who the artist is. It's just Jack Kirby. Just Jack Kirby. Speaking of Jack Kirby, here's one of his harder to find books
Ooh.
from the
What is that
Icon
from?
line.
Huh.
It's a Marvel book, but it's with Thibodeau and Kiesel. I think it was actually after he had already passed away, but they used his pencils and his character designs and his story layouts to create these comics, this line of comics. I never even knew about this while it was coming out.
So this is back when Brian Michael Bendis was trying to push his powers through Marvel. So this must have been around like 2014, 15 or so.
Mm.
Oh, hey, come here, pop to me.
Come
There you
here.
go.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, come here.
There you go.
Check it
All right.
out.
The
I
last,
found this
Kurt,
for
you
50
too?
cents.
No, I'm not me. I wish.
50 cent.
nice.
Nice.
I think this one came out of the quarter bin. Okay, so the very end, last 5 books I'm going to show here. Thunder Aegis number 18. It's a little rough, but I got it for $2.50. Supervillain Classics Galactus number 1.
Damn.
Another dollar book. That was another dollar book.
It's too bad you don't sell a bunch of books because from what you said at the beginning of the show, I'm sure you could make some money on that one.
Oh, right. Yeah. The guy who had this has like 30 of them.
Oh,
And he's selling them for $1 a
dude.
piece. So
Oh,
if you guys want one, I'll grab one for you.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm good. I got one.
All right. So
Yeah, you're right.
I'm
I'll take his.
going to show you the one I'm most excited about real quick. Last 3 books. I don't know. I'm equally excited about all 3. So you tell me which one I should like the most. Okay. Invincible Iron Man 100. That was
Yeah.
$1.
Okay.
Nice.
Labyrinth number 1.
Nice. Bon Jovi.
Super hard to come by. Super hard to come by this Labyrinth run. And now the big one out. This one right here is probably the one I was most excited to find.
Yeah,
Whoa! I'm dead. I'm dying.
That's the best one, right?
Were you just doing that to be a jerk?
Hey, rule number 2.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. I'm not being a. So this one wasn't $1. I spent a couple dollars on this one. This one was a little bit more expensive. I think this was $20, but still a great deal. It looks like there's some marking here. It's actually a stamp on the cover.
Oh.
Like I thought it was just dirty, but it's actually a stamp.
It's
So-
not bad.
There's another little
somebody
spot
tried
right
to
there.
rub that out, and then they just gave up at the trademark.
I think so.
Have you opened it yet?
I think so. What's that?
Did you
Have you
smell
opened it
it?
yet?
I have not. This actually came from my LCS bought a collection. If you remember me showing you the new Teen Titans #2 and the She-Hulk 1 a couple weeks back,
Mhm.
same collection.
You should see if it's Mark Jewelers because they sometimes get stamped.
Good idea.
Ooh,
And
excellent.
while we are on the subject, because I had people asking me about this on my Instagram earlier, for cleaning crap off books,
I mean, it's probably not.
I use Absorbine, and we were talking about it earlier, and we can get the scientific explanation from Lady Fantastic about the reason why I use a little bit of butane in a squirt bottle, and then I lightly dust the mist off because it gets the grime off. Why does it get grime off? Lady Fantastic, take it away.
Well, in organic chemistry, like, in any kind of chemistry, like dissolves like. So that means that a polar substance is going to dissolve another polar substance. So, like, basically, butane's an organic solvent, and any other dirt and grime you see, it comes from like flecks of human shit or just like from the atmosphere. Most of that of which is carbon based. So you're using an organic means carbon based. So a carbon based solvent will absorb and clean up carbon based grime and grit.
Perfect.
Like smells like bitches.
Light cleans light. I like that. I could not do an explanation like that because I'm not a scientist or smart like Lady Fantastic. But yeah, the absorbing should probably take care of at least the smudging aspect, but
Okay.
it might take some of the color. Back to you, Miracleman.
Well, that's just about it. I did get some more books, but I want to keep us moving here. And if you want to see the rest of the books I got from this excellent $1 haul from the pawn shop, come and see me over on my Twitter at Komodo1977.
All right. And now we have the next person to show books.
Okay. So today I got Spawn, the
Nice.
Black Panther variant. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. I love the Panthers that he did, like the little Panther skulls. See, look there.
So awesome.
I know. And it says Chadwick Boseman.
We
But
love
anyways.
you, Chad.
I know. Rest in power. I actually got the second issue of this, and it's not upside down, but it's the Unkindness of Ravens #2 B cover. So, yep. And Department of Truth B cover.
I still have yet to read it, but after first issue, looking forward.
I read the first issue. I haven't read the second issue. My LCS still had this at cover, so I picked it up. That's
Perfect.
Peach Momofuku. Momoko.
Momo.
Peach Momoko. Or Momoka. I don't know. And then this is,
Momo.
they had the also the 1 to 10 variant, and I picked it up at cover. So I just thought it was cool. Might be cool for auctions or something.
Very nice.
This Middleton Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Gorgeous.
Had to get
that is
it.
beautiful.
Had to get it.
Put
This
that's needs to be in a museum.
I know. This is the
Beautiful.
shit you frame. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
holy crap, Tommy's in here. Hey, Tommy.
I know,
Tommy.
Tommy.
I know him from Twitter. I didn't expect to see him.
This is the first appearance of the all new, all different Wasp. This is all new, all different Avengers number 9, and this is turning 20. And this is what I found in the back issue bins today. This is a Dynamic Forces copy of Wanted number 1, signed by J.G. Jones. You see there, and it says issue 100 of 399, and then you have it on the back. The DF Dynamic Forces says issue number 100. Found in the back issue for just regular price. Okay. Found this guy in the 50-cent bin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Do you have this, Kurt?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I have doubles now, so I'll give you a copy.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. Lucky, Captain. You're lucky I wasn't paying attention to the chat.
I got this. I don't know if I've already shown it or read it, whatever, but yeah, I got the Corona issue, the first appearance of Corona. And I broke down and did it because it's just like, this thing is getting so absurd. I want the comic now. And then I picked this up from Rags 718 or 781, something. I don't know, but I picked this up from an auction. And crap, I can't believe I've forgotten the auction, but it was a good auction, and I got this. And so, Miss Marvel 1, it's a badass copy, and that's all I got. Oh, BLCs, I think. BLC. Okay, I'm good.
All right, and I've knocked myself out of the chat at least 4 times now. And this guy is now gone. We kind of
Good. I just sent you. Oh yeah.
Just in case. Oh yeah. There's the private chat for me to let me know. I kind of had an idea, but it was at that point when you dump those kind of people. Yes. By the way, next week we don't know whether or not we're going to still go live or not. It'll depend on whether or not any of our homes are on fire. So go vote, and let's hope that next week we have more comics and things are okay and we're not going crazy. So next person up. Ready?
Who's next?
You got a couple books in today, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. A-okay.
Yeah, it actually came in last week, but I finally opened it and started reading some of the stuff, and it's pretty cool. So one of our guests that came on a couple weeks ago, he sent me a bunch of swag and a couple books to read. And I'm going to show off some of the books he sent, or show off some of the swag. But this book that he wrote, and the art is by Supernaut. This is super trippy.
It's kind of like Morrison-esque.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm loving it, dude. I'm loving it.
It gives me a lot of feel like the Multiversity line, like when Morrison was being really wonky with that, right?
Even how it started up, dude.
Yeah. Good shit.
And then I've never heard of this one, but I kind of went through it, and I love the art. But we have The Immortals, Volume 1. So I have a lot of good stuff to read. Look at that cover.
No, I won't.
You better.
Very cool.
Come on, sci-fi manga? Come on now. You already know I love me some mangas. And then I love this cover when I was going through his website. And so synchronicity, freak odds, giant size. Look at that. Just in time for Hallows Eve. It's a great cover.
Let me know how that is, because I backed the guy did a Kickstarter for another book that's tied to that universe, but is its own standalone thing, and I backed it, and I got the tier that comes with all of them. So
nice.
Let me know how that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll read it tonight and let you know. So,
while we're at it,
of course,
I have Whack Comics here asking, does anybody feel it's okay to bring Whack Comics on next week when we decide to do our episode of the top 100 key collector comics app from Silver Age to modern? We're going to be doing 100, 100, 100, and we're going to be picking out of our collections what we have as the top 10 from ours. So, Whack, you're more than welcome.
Hell yeah.
join us.
Bring it.
Us.
Did you get any more books? Oh, let's see that sticker.
So I got me some Santa Cruz finest. You already know. And then we got some cool Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
stickers. And then we got some support the company. 215 Inc. Hit them up. That's where you can get the books.
Okay.
Did I just hear Iron Man?
Uh-oh.
Oh, you show off.
What kind of comic book was that? I don't know that character.
I don't know who that is.
And of course, the best sticker that I was showing earlier.
Yeah, I got one of them too. You got to sit down.
It puts
There
the
you
world
go.
Yeah.
upside down. Trump. Boom. All right, I'm done. What's up, Tacoma?
Oh, Tacoma's in the house. Man, I'm
got
seeing a lot of people. Oh, man, everyone's got this sticker. I don't got anything.
Me neither. I don't have
Dump
any
that son of a
paraphernalia.
bitch.
But I'm in Miami
Swear
with a
on my
very
back.
bizarre neighborhood with
Yeah.
a lot of people with them flags that are scaring the hell out of me right about now. Yay, Whack is coming on next week. We just confirmed.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Right
do you
on.
guys want to hear some crazy shit?
Absolutely.
This is what
What's up?
in Nashville, Tennessee, like down this, it's right in that, like, all right. Anyways, they had this stand set up next to a Target, like, I don't know, these hillbilly people, and it was like they were selling Trump paraphernalia.
Gross.
Wow. It's like gross.
Like it was like independent, like it was a fireworks stand, but instead it was Trump shit.
Ugh.
I've never seen that before, and it's like,
Ugh.
Blech.
We have that over here where people do that by the side of the roads, and it's usually people that are Cubans that still correlate all socialism to their former country. And like, that's not how it works. But try telling anybody that comes from a country that treated them like crap, and they will
Right.
tell you are wrong. And if they have a master's degree, it is 10 times as hard. And if they have a doctorate, it's 100 times as hard. You're wrong. So that's just the way it works. So I
Right,
guess
right.
my turn to show comics. Is that how
Let's
this
see
works?
some comics.
Oh,
Let's see some comics.
Joe,
Yep.
what's up, Flashpoint?
I guess I should
Flashpoint.
probably, I don't know, maybe go ahead and do this whole thing that I usually say. Well, right down there is where you can find me. I'm on Twitter at Rworst. I am on Instagram at Not Near Mint. Now, I guess I should probably get to this part here. Where is my share screen so I can get this little app window open? I don't know, everybody. What's in the briefcase? So while we take a look
What's
at
in
that,
it?
I will switch around the camera. And I'm not doing it the way I used to do it, but I guess this will work just as fine. So let's see what I got. There was a lot of books, so I don't have everything in the briefcase because it wouldn't fit. So I got Amazing Spider-Man issue 51 that came out today. Not bad. Haven't read it yet, like a lot of things here. I picked up 2 back issues this week. This one I got for a really good price because there's a bit of damage to it, but I just wanted to have the actual book.
no
Carnage
way.
Mind Bomb, as you can see, there's like a bit of a gap
Oh,
right
nice.
there.
Nice.
Badass.
But there's some dings and whatnot, but I can live with it. I'd rather get it for like, 10, 20 bucks than spend 50. There's no first
Right.
appearances in it. What do I care?
Can you live
Yeah.
with it?
Immortal Hulk issue 39. Now, I think I heard that there's a first full one above all. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. This was the last of the back issues that I picked up this week. This
Booyah.
is really difficult to find, and being that I'm piggybacking off of Miracleman's Daredevil issue 200, it's hard to find bullseye.
Oh,
What issue
I
number?
love that cover, dude.
What issue
Issue
number?
102.
Very nice.
Well,
Very nice.
see what's going on in the chat here. And I picked up a Shang-Chi, issue number 2. Since the first appearance of that lady was on issue 1 and one of the variants, I just figured I'm only going to pick up just one copy of one of these things here, and it's going to be the time variant. This came out last week, but it's the Peach Momoko variant of the Spider-Man number 5, so I don't mind
That's
that.
favorable. I find that aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
It looks good. The colors are right. I'm good with it. There's nothing
And
wrong.
the ratios I'm okay with, even though it's still not quite realistic.
You're telling me all the actresses from Russ Meyer videos back in the 80s wouldn't be superheroes? Is that what you're trying to say, Lady Fantastic?
Maybe I am.
Hey,
Russ Meyer,
Meyer.
in case I'm dating myself, right? Russ Meyer's made movies with large-breasted women.
Yeah, a lot of kind of Betty Page's stuff. My kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're a large-breasted woman.
Fuck, God, I wish, girl.
I know.
I'm large-chested.
I'm really laying on the intellectual slams tonight.
Right.
My last name is worse. I don't have to try and pretend that I'm not. Or things that I'm not. There are many things that I am. I don't know.
There's nothing like getting shit taught to you by a scientist.
Having it done regularly, and usually they're attorneys, but having it done by a scientist is much better because they're actually telling the truth more often than not. All right. Wow.
Sometimes.
The comments are going really fast tonight. Hey, we actually have Rufo in the house. I just saw him come through here. Dope bullseye cover. Thank you. We got Art Chemist in the house. Anybody else biting your tongue? She just looks like me. I see myself in her. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Hey, Whack, the timeless covers have been great. I think the Thing is still my favorite one, and I wasn't even able to get it. That was issue 24 from a couple weeks ago, I think. It shouldn't be that difficult to get. And just making sure I'm keeping up with the chat here. And I'm current. All right. So we got 2 copies of Strange Academy, issue number 5. I've been getting just about every single copy of the Art Adams variants. I love Art Adams.
I want them all.
So this one I'm keeping. This one is going to Lady Fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much, dude.
You're welcome. I know that there's a reason for kind of getting an extra copy. Sometimes it's just to make me waste space, but other times people don't get things and I'm able to help out. Here's a book. I'm so glad that they're halfway through the series, despite the fact it's actually written pretty well. I mean, the last couple issues were a bit fillerish, but I can take it.
Yeah.
Almost done. Almost over. After, I guess it's next month when they're doing Future's End, we're going to finish out Brian Michael Bendis. So, golf clap. Now, these are the big books that came out this week. I was talking about this at the beginning of the show. Batwoman has a new Batwoman, and her name is Ryan Wilder. This particular issue is going for about $20 to $40 on eBay on day one. I had somebody at the shop go for the very I'll give you $20 for it. I'm like, but this is the one that's going for $20. For some reason on the Key Collector app is still saying that the variant's only going for $5. I don't get it.
Batwoman.
To be fair, go ahead.
Is it Batgirl or Batwoman?
Batwoman. Well, it's going to be the new Batwoman on the CW show, but in this comic, she appears on one page, and she's a homeless woman outside of a van. Could be cool, but it's a one-pager. It's kind of like Jason Todd's first appearance. There's no costume, no correlation to any possibility of being a superhero, but we know. Man Beyond, issue number 48. This one has Booster Gold in the future. Now, I actually thought they stuck the landing on this one, but I did read something that's very disconcerting. I think that Jeff Johns is leaving DC Comics. And he's taking his imprint over to Image. That came out as
No way.
alert earlier today. This guy's the chief architect of DC. It's like a couple years ago when we heard Brian Michael Bendis is leaving Marvel to go to DC. Like, holy shit, that was pretty big. But now, I don't know. Everyone's leaving something to go somewhere else. Rise of the New God, issue number 1. Didn't read it. First
Is it? Oh,
Mirror.
I'm gonna ask if it's a good read.
Oh, I've heard it. So I don't know if I'll get a chance to read this one here, but I know there's another like first appearance of a mirror, the second mirror in the Batman universe. Another issue of the Flash that I haven't read, but hey, Flashpoint, how you doing? Flash. And back from what Miracleman says, I got it, but I don't know why.
I haven't read 9 yet because I can't. It's if I have one more page of Talking Heads, I might lose it.
It'd be one thing if it advances the story, but it just doesn't seem to do it.
It's just spinning in circles.
And this I got today just because it's the last issue. Well, at least I think it's the last issue. Then there was Suicide Squad issue 10.
Nice.
I think there's a couple more left going to this one.
Yeah.
And because every issue I get is the variant. Oh, yeah. Josh Middleton.
Nice. That's a gorgeous cover.
Yeah.
That's just gorgeous.
Killer.
Even if there's no key, anything about it, it's just gorgeous. And we all remember when he was working on Batgirl.
All right.
And here's another one of my new favorites that are coming out now because I love the original series, Chew.
Oh,
Very
that
cool.
cover is awesome.
Yeah, and just look at the what do you call it? The gills. You can see right through the gills. That's a pretty cool cover. I mean, it's not the same artist that worked on the original one, but it's still good. Here's Department of Truth issue 2. And after the big reveal of last issue, I'm looking forward to it. Here's Giga issue number 1. This is very Nausicaa, sort of like Hayao Miyazaki. It reminds me of it heavily. So I was like, yeah. Sight unseen. I know nothing about it. It looks like a mech, and it looks a little like Hayao Miyazaki films. I'm sold. $3. What do I care? Heavy number 2. It's kind of like the Punisher in heaven.
I totally missed that.
In
I did
Maelstrom.
too.
This looks pretty neat. This is kind of like America Chavez almost.
Oh,
And I ordered issue 2, so I don't know if I'll like the first one, but I'm hoping because I don't want to miss out. I actually thought I was getting the next issue, and this is just the second print. Damn it. And here's the Spawn 311 Chadwick Boseman, along with the cover A that was originally the cover C. So I got the both. One day I'm going to get rid of all my Spawn because if I'm being honest, I've probably read 10 Spawn comics in my entire life. And
I read the first appearance of Angela.
That's what. Okay, 11. 11. Undiscovered Country, number 9, is it? I'm having okay, so I'm colorblind. I had a hard time reading the price and issue number of this. I wonder why. If you're colorblind, yeah, that just looks like a mess to me. The cover's pretty, but the color, I'm having trouble. That's just my problem. Could be wrong. And the last problem that I had, which is a problem a lot of people wish they were having today, Last Ronin issue number 1, and
Nice.
I spoiled everything to my people, and I will not spoil that it is in the comic book for everyone.
If you can't tell, but
But we all knew that it was going to be who.
I know. I did too, but
It's Michelangelo.
God damn it, Rob!
And back to the show, everybody.
He couldn't even help himself. He couldn't even help himself.
He couldn't.
You son of a bitch.
Am I really
Exactly.
ruining that much there?
No, I don't. If you're going to reveal something in the first issue, meh. Expect that to get ruined.
People in the shop that really, you think that 5 issues, do you really think that they're going to tell us who the last Ronin is in the first issue? They're like, yeah, come to think of it, no, that'd be dumb. I'm reading the thing, get to the last page, I'm like, oh, well, it's exactly what I thought it would be.
Yep.
But better that than doing what they did with motherfucking Amazing Spider-Man and Kindred and drawing that out 50 issues.
True that. Or when people started guessing who it was going to be, if too many people guessed the right one, changing it, like with Hawk and Captain Atom with the Armageddon 2001 storyline, if you recall that one.
Yeah.
So, Ace, he did. He spoiled it. He's a spoiling son of a bitch.
Yeah, if people watch me or have listened to me or known me throughout their entire life, my old college roommates used to know me as the spoiler king. It's like, if you want to know what happened in a movie, go talk to him. If you want to know how it ended, stay the hell away from Rob Wurst. He's the spoiler king.
In Titanic, the ship sinks.
God
Gasp.
damn it.
Gasp.
I
thought he
saw
was
that
king of the world.
And Kevin
That boy-
Spacey is Kaiser Soze. And he's a pedophile.
That's whoa. I don't know if that's part of the movie. Jesus
It's definitely
Christ.
not part of the movie.
Definitely not part of the movie. Definitely not. I would have remembered that for sure. God damn.
Oh, my
Whew.
God.
What?
This show is a bit
You
off
missed
the
it.
hook tonight.
I don't know about you guys. I think we're about ready. We're almost an hour in. We're a little bit early. Holy crap. How the hell did this happen? It's time for some Skottie Young talk.
I have three.
We
I have
have
3 comics, and all 3 of them are going to Kirk.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you had the similar idea. Let's see it.
First, I have Rocket Raccoon number 9.
Noise.
The next is the Skottie Young Goon wraparound cover.
Oh, I've wanted that for so
Boy.
long.
Yeah.
That's a great cover.
Yeah. And then I also got him the Skottie Young Scream cover.
I passed that one up too when it came out.
So,
Very nice.
buddy.
Thank you.
See, that's what you call real love right there. That's what you call real love.
Real love. I'm looking for a real love. Don't make me start hitting the high note.
So I know I had some Skottie Young before this, but this is when I started learning about the Skottie Young.
Yes.
I have
I'm
the
organizing
entire.
mine now.
What is it? 6 series, 7 series? How many are there?
There's
What?
so many, dude. I'll show you some of the ones that I don't have this original run.
I
This
have
is awesome.
the entire run, every one of the series they did, that Marvel did,
Of the Oz.
of the Oz runs,
I
because
have
when this was coming out, I was buying the issues and reading them
that's so cool.
to my daughter
That's so cool.
every night at bedtime. We would read another Wizard of Oz comic, right? And they came out for so long that basically, like, I don't know, it might have been her kindergarten year that this was coming out. But I have the whole run of all of these, and every one of them is awesome. The covers are fantastic. I don't know if you know this, but Shanauer, who did the comic adaptation, the scripting on this, he actually did that for First Comics way back in the day.
Really?
And he did a whole bunch
I
of
didn't know
graphic
that.
novels of the Wizard of Oz stories. And they went way further than this. He did the Enchanted Apples of Oz. He did the No Good Nick of Oz. I mean, like all 28 L. Frank Baum books he did as a graphic novel.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's got some history there. But
and for Skottie Young, he's done, I think, 5 of the full novels, but I don't think he's going to be coming back for the other 8. Or at least the Wikipedia page doesn't have it as such.
I don't think are they ever going to go and make any of the rest?
I think that he's too busy doing covers now, and I don't think the paycheck's there.
Right? Yeah, I doubt it. I think they were getting less and less sales with each series. You know, the first one was huge, and then by the time you got to like the 5th or 6th one, they just weren't. There you go. Nice.
Ooh, my camera.
They're all cool. The whole Road to Oz ones were really crazy. Really crazy.
I love these covers.
They're great. I mean, his style is so perfect for Oz.
That's true.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That one's pretty cool.
His stuff's married well with certain themed comics.
Yup.
And Kirk, these are all going to you. I was totally on mute when I was talking, saying, hey, and these are all going to be yours. It looks like you already have them, but I wound up giving all the regular issues 2 through 8 in most of those boxes to Jay Blitz. So if you're missing any of them, this is going to be in your box. Just talk to Jay Blitz because I'm sure he has the whole rest of them.
Okay. What's up, TK Batcave?
Oh, man, he played some music in an episode. He's not allowed to do streaming for about 3 months now.
TK?
I heard. Yeah.
Why?
I thought because some music he played on his channel, I believe.
Stupid. Sorry, got put in timeout. Come here, Miss Kitty. All right.
Let's see. Oh, I have a crap load of them, dude. When I first started collecting, like I found them for like Lady Fantastic price, 25 cents.
Oh.
I love this one. This one's one of my favorite covers.
Oh.
Awesome cover.
Miss Kitty.
Cat booty.
I know, right?
You know, he was perfect with the Oz stuff, but I think we'll all probably remember him best for one specific series.
Oh, you already know.
I hate
Fairyland.
I hate
AKA
Fairyland.
So I have the whole run. I think I have mostly the I hates covers. Okay. But every one of these is awesome. Oh, I do have one of the naughty ones. Oh, look at that. Oh, another one. I did get another one. I think after a while, the LCS was giving me the Not Near Mint is a show designed for audiences over the age of 18. If you are a viewer under the age of 18, please do not watch Not Near Mint. It's not that we don't want you as a fan. It's just that you'll probably get us in trouble if you watch us. But here's the Fuck Fairyland variant covers. As you can see,
fuck yeah!
I don't have a ton of the Fuck Fairyland. And in fact, at one point, I think even Scotty goes, you know, should I be putting that cover? So he changes it to Fluff.
Oh yeah,
mother
But I mean,
fluffer.
This was one of my favorite. I mean, it was totally irreverent. There was no point to love it. This is the Free Comic Book Day book was awesome. He went to the various. Skottie Young got to draw all the. Oh, it's so
that's
good.
hilarious.
It's every image character. She goes from universe to universe and just kills all the image characters. There's Rick Grimes.
No way!
There's
No
Bad
way!
Rock.
Oh my
Savage
god!
Dragon.
No
Flying
way!
Cat.
I have.
There's Saga
Marco,
characters.
he killed Marco. She killed Marco.
Sure did. This girl.
Hey.
What was her name again? What was
Gertrude.
Gertrude.
Gertrude
Yeah.
is fuck around and find out personified. Okay, she
Yeah.
is the very definition of fuck around and find out. All right. This is probably one of my.
You have all the awesome.
I got every issue. Love the series. Miss it still every month. Sadly, I think if you read this one, you might have realized that drawing comics is definitely, sequential art is definitely a strong point for Skottie. Maybe finding an ending to a story isn't.
Keep it real.
But hey,
I have a question. Have you read Middle West and To the End, and did he stick the landing on that? Because I haven't finished either of them.
I did not read Middle West.
That was one that I kind of didn't get a chance to hop on either. I have the first 3 issues, but I need to catch up. So I was getting too many books, so I had to cut back on some.
Cut down on books. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know,
1
right?
week.
I know.
1 week is like a quarter of a short box.
Yeah.
Similar.
Lady, what do you got?
Oh, this is the same stuff I got from this week. It's just my stack. I'm just
I'm
fingering it.
pretty sure our resident Skottie Young expert is Comics on the Mind.
Oh!
Only
Yeah,
a couple issues. He has them all. In fact,
He may
has
have
a
one or
deal on
two.
them.
1 or 2.
I can show you guys some of my big.
The Great
my big
Wall.
boys. But before, I should have just showed you guys the wall. But I took some of the books off the wall to show you guys. But
Okay.
I'm kind of mad that this series kind of like stopped. This one, I don't know if you guys ever read it, Bully Wars. This is another Skottie
Ace was
Young
talking to me about that the
cover
other day.
series.
She said it was fantastic, and it ends.
I loved it. I don't know why.
But there's no ending, she said. There's no next issue.
It just ends. I know. It just stopped. They just stopped making them because it leaves on a huge like cliffhanger, and I'm just kind of like, what the heck? And all the covers are awesome. Like this is my favorite one. But yeah, it just leaves on a cliffhanger, and you never know if he ever wins the tournament of becoming the ultimate bully. And it's just like it would have made a great movie, but I don't know what happened to it. Anywho,
Kind of like I just wound up getting Mr. Miracle 1 through 25. So what's the first thing I do? Rather than start reading issue number 1, I flip to the back of issue 25 where it says next issue.
Oh God.
There's no next issue. I hate that.
Okay, this beauty right here, Wakanda Forever.
I love it.
I have two Black Panther Skottie covers. I love this Old Man Logan one. What? Comic book character's dead? What? It's old man. He's literally an old man. So that's so cool. And then I don't have the regular cover of the first appearance of Immortal Hulk, but I have the Skottie Young cover. So I do have the first appearance of Immortal Hulk, but Skottie style.
Oh, do you have Throg, that Lockjaw cover with Throg on the cover?
No, but I do have the one where Angela is like hugging Throg, the Asgardians of the Galaxy cover. That one's a pretty cool one. And then this is definitely one of my favorite ones. Just look at it. Oops. That's so cool. And then this is probably my all-time favorite. This is probably a cover that I would actually get slabbed one day. Venom 150, sorry. And it's signed by Trade Moore. Official. So that's pretty cool. And then speaking of Angela, because of
That's
course
sweet.
I watched Who's the Boss when I was a kid.
That Angela one's awesome.
Yeah.
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 And then I love this Thor, God of
Oh,
Thunder
bro.
cover.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool one. I wish I could have like fished out the very first cover he did for Marvel. It's like an X-Men Unlimited issue.
Oh, really?
And then of course, this is my rarest one, Moon Knight. I am planning on trading this with someone in the community. I don't know when I want to ask for it, but this is probably my pride and joy. And this bad girl right here, Thor, issue number 1.
Oh, that is a bad
Guy
bit.
style. Yeah. Look at her just standing so powerful. I love that cover. Yeah, these covers, they stay on my little display back there.
I got a couple of his early ones to show.
Let's see it.
Ooh, let me see.
So these are early, and you're not going to recognize them as much. I know. Comics on the Mind does.
Do you
But-
have digital webbing?
I don't have digital webbing,
Ah,
but this is when he was doing the Cable Deadpool covers.
Yeah, it starts with issue 35.
Yeah. And if you look,
that is interesting.
First
You can
appearance
see-
of Bob.
you can see a very distinct Sienkiewicz kind of,
very much so.
influence.
Very Sienkiewicz-y. This is him. Now we're starting to see his style that he developed start to come out.
Yeah.
You're definitely seeing his cartoony style. But then back to this
I
later
gotta
covers.
get these.
Who was that?
That's Skottie Young.
Yeah,
Oh.
early.
That's early Skottie Young stuff. Now this
I
is here's
don't have any of these covers. That's awesome.
very
was-
Sienkiewicz. This is my favorite out of all of them. Just badass. And then I have some of his more traditional ones here that people know. There's Deadpool Secret Wars #1.
Yeah,
Love
I
that
have one. That's
cover.
cool. I love that one.
Great.
Poor Hulk.
I mean, pretty much when he was doing these things for like the Oz, that's when
Yeah.
his style really started to become more of the
Yeah.
baby sort of look that
Right.
defines what he is today. But
Right.
I don't know if it was this show or another show I was on where we were talking about if you're doing anything, doesn't matter what it is in any industry, any field, go ahead, make like 1,000 terrible videos, go and screw up like 1,000 times. At 1,001, after about 10,000 hours, you'll finally be really good at whatever you're doing because you've done it so many times. And Skottie
Right.
did not become the way he is overnight.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. This is Darth Vader #1 variant. Again, kind of that cute but evil.
Yeah.
Here's that Kanan, the
I
last
definitely-
Padawan.
Nice.
Love that one. And here is House of X #3.
Oh, I want that one. I want the whole run of Scott. I have one of them. That's so
I
awesome.
love this
I
one.
know Vigilante.
It's okay. It's like
Join the dark side.
Here's the thing. I got a buddy of mine who absolutely hates, doesn't hate, but Michelle Fife is just not their style. Doesn't care for Chaykin. Doesn't care for James Stokey. But, he knows automatically that I'm going to go gravitate towards those books. He knows. So he'll see it and he'll go, yeah, I'm not really a fan. But I know you like it. Art is in the eye of the beholder. I love Skottie Young stuff, but I don't love all of it. But for the most part, I do love his stuff. But there's some other people I don't like. If you put some JR stuff in front of me, I'll say thank you, but no. You may keep that, and I'm good. Thank you. But there's some folks who love him.
I look at JR, and I go, who's inking it? Is it Klaus Janson? No. Pass.
Right. Saves his art, in my opinion. But didn't he work with Klaus Janson on the Superman, that god awful Superman?
He did. He did.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. An anchor can only do so much. They can't rescue a book.
Right? No.
Did
Yeah.
I show you guys this?
What you got? Ooh.
Oh,
Adam.
That's that Atlas
awesome.
book.
Yeah. This is Atlas, Son of Dracula #1. And it's actually really good. It's a really good book.
It's one of the only ones I'm looking for yet.
It's not yours. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
It's all good.
That's one of the harder ones to find. The Son of Dracula.
Oh,
I mean, look at that cover.
It was in nice shape, dude.
Yeah.
I found it in really nice shape.
She's a
So,
beautiful
I mean,
book.
there's a couple of ticks, but you usually don't find the Atlas books in the shape like this
No.
one. I have Planet of the Vampires,
Right.
and it's kind of busted, so it's more the shape that you would see it in like mid grade. But
Right.
like this guy is just popping. I mean, there's only just a couple of spine ticks.
I really don't get why the Atlas books always seem to come looking like the Gold Key books. Like they were only sold. They must have only been sold in
there's
like
one.
grocery store spinners or something, man. I don't know.
Yeah. So there's just a couple of ticks there.
Yeah, not too bad.
Nah,
Not too bad.
pretty nice.
Also, speaking of which, Lady Fantastic and we usually on Friday nights do a show where we show some of the extra books we got because sometimes we just can't show everything on this show. So coming this Friday night, Comic Gories will be doing a Halloween episode. It'll be starting at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And Lady, we probably should have discussed this before the show, but do you want to go live after Comic Gories?
Yep.
All
Sure.
right. Let's hope that
Oh,
we
there you go.
If I'm up to it, I may be tired, but
Oh, there you go.
I
I'm
have
ready.
I have a few things to show. Just to run us
Crap
through
stuff to
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, what was that? Oh, that was nothing. I
See,
didn't get anything.
You guys were yelling at me about being a dick before. You got this sumbitch over here showing off Iron Man #1. I'm showing off like $40 book. He's showing off like $300 book.
have I ever shown you this? Mr. Miracleman. Sorry,
What you got?
this is Werewolf by Night #9,
Nice.
but it's signed by Roy Thomas and Jerry Conway.
Ooh.
That is awesome.
I have a Roy Thomas autograph on an Avengers. I think it's a a Supreme appearance.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
nice.
is
Rick Jones.
Rick Jones. I Become Hulk, signed by Roy Thomas.
Oh, that's so awesome.
What if?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice. Very, very
Thank
nice.
That's a great book. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just have dumb stuff like this. Not even the second print.
Hey, that's not dumb. That's a good one.
Not
You
done
first
yet.
print
A
sucker.
list of,
Yeah, I'm just one of those idiots that went second print. Ew.
We all said that,
I'll just
man.
get the first, but everyone wants the
Ew.
second. I'm good with
I would-
this.
Yeah. Well, you know, we come from a different time when second prints were worthless.
Things have changed.
No.
Is that
Mr.
autograph?
Bielsa, bitch. That is. Holy crap.
Oh, it's
Oh, he
sketched,
drew on it.
too.
No
Yeah,
way.
Lord.
Oh, yeah.
It's like issue #2. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Issue #1, I think.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Like, the sketch he drew is like the cover of issue #1. Or #2, sorry.
Oh yeah, yes, the antagonist.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Were you there when he signed it or you bought his sign?
This was actually an AOK from Unruly Simeon.
No way. That's awesome.
Yes, way.
Very cool.
Really?
Yeah,
Very cool.
thanks, Simeon.
So-
The internet is wonky tonight.
Mine too. Welcome to my
So-
world.
What's your
I
best
want that one.
what's your best Skottie Young cover that you have? Comics on the Mind. As our resident expert in the Skottie Young. And Rob's gone.
Definitely my
He's
Moon Knight
kicked
cover.
himself out again.
Well, he knew it was coming.
The Moon Knight. You think that's your best one? Oh,
Yeah.
and there goes Comics on the Line.
That's
There he's back.
Awesome.
I like.
Oh,
I like
there,
the
yeah.
Moon Knight. I like
That
the Moon
one,
Knight.
and then the Venom. This is definitely one of my favorites. That's awesome. There's figurines I found out, Skottie Young figurines, where he basically takes these covers and turns them into figurines. And
What?
I'm like, oh God, yeah, man, they're pretty pricey.
I bet.
But I'm like,
Gotta get them.
huh?
So
Gotta
my
go.
chip, did you ever wind up
Yeah.
getting the pin set that you were talking about? I think it was like either early this year or end of last year. It was like $100 or $150, and I almost forgot about it
No.
until right now.
That's
Yeah,
way out of my prices. It's bad enough the figures are like $75.
Well, you know, he's
I'm a
been in
Skottie Young
demand for
fan.
quite a. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, of course. No, go ahead.
Right?
Yeah, he's been so in demand as of late. You know, obviously with the Oz, he really kind of came into his own in regards to his art style, and he's I think he's one of the most prolific, at least maybe not so much in the last year. It seems like maybe it's calmed down a little bit, but for like 5 years before that, he was one of the most prolific cover artists that they had out there.
Yeah.
It was like every series had a variant from Skottie Young. Every single series
Such
from Marvel.
weird stories.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I
Brooks.
When we're talking
I had
about
the Skottie
how
cover that
long-
one too.
But I'm thinking how long it takes to make a cover. Now, looking at like an In-Yuk Lee or Art Germ, you can see that takes quite a while. This probably doesn't take nearly as long. Probably not.
No.
No,
Maybe
cartoon
half as
style.
long. Quarter as long? You get used to it.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm not. I can't imagine. I can't imagine those heavy detail, drawings for covers. I mean, that's obviously going to just take more time just because the amount of detail. With a simple cartoonist style, though, you can really do something. And Skottie shows that with every type of cover he does. I have to imagine this cover right here took him more time than that cover. Well, maybe not that one, but more, more time than that one right there.
Yeah.
Maybe this
Definitely.
one's about the same amount of time. There's a lot going on in that one, but this one, his older art style, which is a kind of a scratchier and I'd argue a more unfinished look, definitely had to be a more effort image to create than a lot of these cartoonish type of images.
Yeah.
Which are awesome and stand out. Nobody else does it like this.
Yeah, but if you're looking at the two of these covers from a distance, you would know right away the one on the left is Skottie Young. The one on the right, it's
I
still
would have not guessed.
at all.
I might have guessed Sinkovich.
Yeah.
I would have, or Sam Keith.
Or Sam Keith.
Yeah, I would
I
have
would too.
probably
Honestly,
saying
I would have
with
too.
movie hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, you get the hair doing that weird, wacky, way up high. It either reminds me of
Definitely like Sam Keith.
Legion,
Yeah.
or it's
Yeah.
freaking Sam Keith in like
Right.
1990s.
Right.
All right,
Even his
I got
even his
here.
Wolvie,
I'm
though, like-
tired.
Go ahead, lady.
I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, it's late, and oh boy, we still have a whole 7 more days before we have the dumpster fire that is our American election. So we do this thing every single week where we tell people, go ahead and promote yourself. So, Lady Fantastic, do you have anything coming up on your channel or on anybody else's channel? You have the floor.
On Shortbox Padawan's channel on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. We have the Saturday morning cartoon crew where we wheel and deal in kind of lower like not as pricey books, but if you're looking to like for people that like runs and like filling in runs, this is kind of your thing. But we do have some fancy ones too. But anyways, that I'll be doing that, and I think the next time we see each other, I at least hope that maybe we might know who the. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I'll just be catatonic. I might be catatonic. I'll
I will
probably
be.
catatonic.
We're all catatonic by the end of the week, but hopefully early in that morning we can get you some coffee and you'll be happy as I am whenever I'm not on this show and everybody else's show, because when I'm on this show, I am exhausted.
Oh, my least favorite.
So, lady, thank you so much. Looking forward to
asking me what's my least favorite Skottie Young.
Least favorite copy. All right, lady, we will see you on Friday.
Oh, sorry.
Take care, lady.
Bye,
Have a
lady.
Bye.
Get some good sleep.
Thank you. I will.
All right, Kirk, what were you going to show?
Oh, I have to grab it first, like my least favorite Skottie cover, but I don't have it with me right now. Give me 1 second. Shoo!
Love
Hallelujah,
things,
after 10
Scotty.
beers.
And then there was 2.
Yeah, definitely would have guessed Sam Keith because,
Right?
okay, I'll put it this way. Way back in the day, when we were looking at artwork from Art Adams, he was trying to make his artwork look a lot like Neil Adams and Bernie Wrightson and the artists of that era. And as time progressed, he started coming into his own art style, and we would not want to see it any other way, because Art Adams, you could tell one of his covers from at least 50 feet away. Easy.
Oh, yeah.
One of his today. But if you went back to look at his stuff from, say, Long Shot, you'd go, that could have been any artist back in the time. Art Adams, Bob McLeod. If you would have said either, I would have probably went, yeah, okay, probably.
Right.
Oh, I like them all.
You got one for
But I guess
us,
the
Kirk?
least favorite one. I guess the least favorite one is this, because of course, who likes Namor? No, I like Silver Age Namor, but I don't like modern day Namor.
Modern Namor is kind of
more
a dick.
dick.
Right. Like
He's
Yeah,
Silver
I
Age.
been a
agree.
dick.
I hated him in Langman's run. Like
The first time he shows
so
up in
mad.
Fantastic Four, he's trying to bang Susan Storm.
Right.
Knowing
Well, I
full
mean,
well she's with Mr. Fantastic.
And
can
and
you
now
blame
he's
him?
working. Yeah,
She was a hot mom, man. She was a MILF even back
but
then.
now he's like working.
Sorry.
Check out '90s Storm.
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
No, I was just saying. Damn, I lost my train of thought. No. Damn, I did lose my train of thought. It'll come back to me. But something about that bastard.
So you're saying
you know
that
who he
your
is.
train of thought derailed?
It definitely derailed.
It's late. We've all had
no,
work
I'm sorry.
today, and we went to get books, and now it's almost midnight, and we're showing comics we've been reading, and we just really want to read the rest of our stuff.
So anyway, you were saying it was about Namor. What were you going to say there, Kirk? Did you remember it?
Namor, you like Namor
yeah.
when he was older.
Yes, I like the older Namor, but I was gonna say even in the modern Avengers run going on right now, he's like working with Dracula, like he's basically like a pawn for Dracula. So he's kind of like low on my kind of like bucket list of characters right now.
As my sons would say, he's a big cap. He's capping. He's doing a big cap right now. Big cap. I don't even know what that means because I'm middle aged, which means old and shit. But that's what my kids would say. They say it's a big cap.
I'm 33, but that's over my head. I know back in the day, capping had a whole different
right.
Had a whole different meaning. Like if someone was capping you, it's all bad.
Right. Now it's just
Not
like
waking up for that.
they're being a dick, I think is what it means, basically.
Yeah. Oh, I get it, like they're capping on you. Oh, okay.
Right.
I've heard of that.
See, our Not Near Mint is a show with its finger on the pulse of the youth of America. We get the words and the slangs.
And then we butcher them.
Anyway,
the truth of the matter is there's no such thing as a cool dad, and after you get over the age of 30, if you're trying to be cool, you're already trying too hard.
now I'm going to tell you something. I had a neighborhood dad when my kids were growing up. There was a neighborhood dad. He had 3 sons, and he had primary custody, so the kids were with him the most. And this dude, I thought I was a pretty cool dad. My kids thought I was a pretty cool dad, but this dude legit rode to work on a longboard. Okay.
Dang.
I'm talking homeboy did it like all year round, and we are in an area where snow does fall from the sky. All right. So he would ride, and I was like, anytime I felt kind of cool, it would never fail. I'd look out there into the street, and then I'd see the neighbor going down the street on his longboard with his long, hippie old man hair flying in the wind.
Oh, bro. See you later. Peace out.
Women can get away with it much longer than men can. I'll put it this way. Imagine a man over the age of 30 wearing torn up ripped jeans and like an Ed Hardy shirt and having a little gray in their hair, and you're going, motherfucker thinks he's trying to be 16 years old. You know that motherfucker is easily 41. He should not be dressed that way. And that man's name is Rob. Don't dress that way, everybody.
Good times. Good times.
You don't look 37, dude. Really?
So anyway, just wanted to bring this up real quick and just take the opportunity real fast here while we have a bit of a lull. So I've been hitting that pawn shop up. And apparently the pawn shop just got a giant collection of pre-code war and horror.
Horror.
Ooh.
Horror.
Buy all the horror. Buy all the horror. Doesn't matter what it is.
All of them.
It's like before you even start spitting words out of your mouth, like, buy it.
Right. So it does look like there might be a couple of EC books in there. So I'm definitely going to be interested in those EC books and see when I get my hands on any of those. He also pulled in a recent collection of semi-modern stuff. And there's some pretty nice stuff in there. There was a first issue of The Boys. There was a full run of Zatanna. There was, the Adam Hughes one.
Nice.
I think there was a new Teen Titans #2, but he knew that one right away. Ace, always with the best advice. So I might be lucking into some more really nice books here real soon. I'm real excited for it.
If you can find those 2 issues of Zatanna, I would love you.
Oh, well, I know you would. And I will definitely work on that. I would definitely work. Speaking of finding books from my man Rob Worst, here is the 2 that I found for him.
Oh, yeah.
Totally forgot.
Nice.
Original Predator series from Dark Horse. There's #2.
And 4.
And there's #4. Yeah.
That is so cool.
So I don't have #1, but I have 2 through 4. I got to try and track down #1, which kind of bums me out because I'm pretty sure I saw one in a. We're gonna say $1 bin, and
I knew it.
And I didn't grab it for whatever reason when I saw it, so I'm really bummed out of myself. But
garage sale guy that I've been talking to you about, when he told me the price of that stock of comics for what it was, had I known what he was going to be charging for everything, there's a bunch more stuff I was going to pull out. So I'm going back next month, and I told him for that Fantastic Four 48, I know you're going to want a bit more money for it than what you think it's worth, but it has a little bit of resto. But I saw some books that were in your collection there that for the rest of my my staff on the show, I would most definitely like to get some books from you. It's like, which ones? Anything with nudity.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that works for me. That works for me. If there's boobies, I'm interested.
You
I'm
know,
not gonna lie.
I said Avengers, but boobies are cool too.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Avengers for
You know, I'm
you.
clicking the first 100 Avengers. So.
Well, he has the ones that I need to get for myself are the ones that he has from the Defenders War. But
Right.
I know that he has a bunch of the ones in the 100s, and I'm just trying to get the Defenders War, but everything else I'll just go yoink, 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 yoink. So the day that I go over there, I will have all of you on like speed dial going, all right, all of you stay on the phone with me, and I'm just going to start shouting issue numbers.
Just video
So
chat.
there's gonna
Just video chat.
Kirk lady, Miracleman. Hey, I said your wrong name.
And I'm gonna watch my PayPal decrease in value.
So
Yeah,
I
you're
totally
over here be on your phone with like PayPal, just sweating, going, all right, how many books am I getting? All right.
gotta love it. Gotta love it. Hey, I did forget a couple of books that I grabbed here. I can't believe I forgot these because I was really excited about getting them. But here's Terminator #1. That's the first Dark Horse right there.
Oh, nice.
And then I found this nice little pile of modern reprints. Okay. Peacemaker.
Oh,
Ooh.
And like
that's going for some money.
it is, it's the modern
Judo
one, so it's not
Master.
as big. Here's a Judo Master. Unfortunately, they do have price stickers on them. Some of them. So I'm gonna have to try and get those off.
Heat
Oh, look at
gun
these.
and butane.
Now you were saying I'm gonna give it a try. Might as well. They're modern. They're the reprints. They even had a Captain Atom #84
Oh, nice.
and
Blue
John
Beetle.
Burns. That Doomsday +1.
Oh.
I was shocked. You know, you normally don't see that many moderns right next to each other, but they were all stacked in the box together, and I got each one of them for $1. So I figured, why not?
Sweet.
Took that big old stack right there.
That was probably all from one person's collection.
Big old
Yep. I believe moderns were sold in like those multi-packs at like Woolworths and shit back in the 80s. You know? Pretty certain. So you know, when you have somebody who has a bunch of them, you figure like their mom or dad worked at Woolworth. Hair dryer, kill price stickers. Thank you. Vigilante. Yeah. I'm definitely going to give that a shot. And what better books to do it on? They're the modern reprints. They're not the originals. So,
If anything, it's practice.
right.
Yeah.
Right. If it gets damaged, it'll suck, but it won't suck as bad as if it was like, you know, one of the good ones. So I can accept that. Anyway, I'm about wiped out. How about y'all?
Point.
I'm getting there. Definitely getting
Started
there.
early as I did this morning. My day started this morning at 8 a.m. for a deposition that went until like 2 o'clock. And that's when we had to race to the comic store because, oh my God, what if I don't get the first Ryan Wilder? Oh, wait a second. I have a pull list. Have a pull list, and you don't have to worry about that. And then you don't have stupid fears like I do.
Right. Important. Pull list, people.
But
Pull
tomorrow
list.
starts at 8:30.
Oofta.
Which means waking up at 7. Which means if it was like last week when we finished up right around midnight, almost 12:30, yeah, that wasn't so fun. So thank you very much for everybody that watched us tonight. And I think it's about time to do a little bit of
Mojo sale.
And we'll start with comics on the
mine. Yes, thank you very much. As you guys have heard from that awesome gentleman who is not the worst. He's the best. My name is Comics on the Mind, aka Mind Shift, and I also have another show every Thursday, the Teachers Lounge, where we talk about everything that is teaching, comics, and everything in between. It starts at 9 California time, West Coast time, baby. So if you are on the East Coast, we are starting pretty late for you. But if you're up and you're an insomniac like me, hey, come join us. We'll have a special guest tomorrow. I won't tell you who, but he's pretty cool. You guys know him. But besides that, you know, I'm posting more on IG. Thank God, finally. And I'm gonna start doing some more comical stuff on IG. Hopefully, I already Sanimation helped me come up with one earlier today, so I'm gonna do that one before Halloween. Yeah, so be on the look for that. And yeah, I'm gonna carve some pumpkins tonight.
That's a pumpkin?
Oh
I
yeah,
thought there
this
was
is
a
my
large cantaloupe.
my zombified pumpkin. I picked these specifically because they look
Nice.
horribly disfigured, and I think they're perfect for zombie pumpkins.
Oh my
Kinda
god,
looks-
that's a Wade
So I'm gonna have
Wilson
some-
pumpkin.
Right.
Yes, that's awesome. What you got going on,
check out his
man?
show tomorrow night. It's going to be on your channel or Gorilla Todd's?
It's an odd number, so whose channel is it going to be on?
Gorilla Todd.
No, he's the evens. I'm the odd. No, it's going to be on my channel. So it'll be on my channel tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me.
Tomorrow night at midnight Eastern Time, 9 o'clock Pacific Time.
Carve a butthole into it. Oh god, that would be perfect. So I have him throwing up and crapping.
That might be the first time I've ever heard somebody say carve a butthole into it in any context in my life. That might be the first
Small
right there.
hole and just have a lot of fudge coming out.
Jesus.
What's up, Kevin?
Listen, I just got to say, we have got the absolute best fans and viewers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, because I now know that I can die a happy man, because I've heard somebody actually say the statement out loud, carve a butthole into it.
So that's why he died with a smile on his face.
He finally heard it. Carve a butthole in it.
Good Lord. Miracleman, take it away. Promote yourself.
So, you know, I do things with stuff a lot on the Twitter. At Komodo1977. Come on by and say hi. We talk about comics. We can talk about the daily nightmare that is our lives. And things like that. Check me out on I believe Halloween. My friend Anthony Gramuglia is going to have his Pumpkin Core podcast with me on it, discussing the original 1978 Dawn of the Dead. It was a really great good time. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So check them out. He's available on they're available on pretty much every podcast platform on the earth. You'll be able to find. And I might be doing wait, what? And
I love it.
as a surprise, the details are still forthcoming, and there's nothing set in stone at this point. But I might be doing another show on a regular basis with a good friend of mine, and she and I might be doing a Twitch streaming show. Which
You're fired.
which you know, we just started talking about it. So, but we both really want to do a project of some type together. So let's hope that works out. And you know, other than that, thank you very much for coming by and watching tonight and listening. If you're checking out the rebroadcast, thank you very much for coming and downloading. If you were here and hanging out with us tonight, really appreciate it, particularly the fun comments. And before I go, I just want to leave a couple of quick messages. Message number one: Comicsgate is a hate group made up of has-beens, never-wases, wannabes, and the type of people that belong being flushed down the toilet. Fuck Comicsgate. Number two, if you're that Comicsgate troll that comes by and watches the video hoping to catch some little piece of information you can use to harass people like you did to our friend the other day, well, I really hope that someday something really bad happens to you. Not something that hurts you, mind you, but something that makes you question what you've been doing with your life, because you're acting like a damn fool. And last but not least, I want to say thank you once again to all of our wonderful audience members who come in here and occasionally get a little sniping at from some of the least enjoyable elements of comic book fandom. And I apologize that it happens to you. But we have a good way of not letting it bother us, and that's just by living our best possible lives, because that does nothing but drive a troll crazy. And remember, everybody, rule number 2, don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. And that
And that's
leads
it.
us to me. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Replay viewers, thank you for watching the replay. Those that listen to this as a radio show, thank you very much for listening. Those that have watched us all the way through and have been with us in the chat, thank you for joining. You are the comic community, and you can find me at Rob Worst on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram at Not Near Mint. I post new comic books, old comic books, really old comics, some keys, just all the stuff that makes us, come back to the shops every Wednesday and order stuff on eBay and Instagram and garage sales and YouTube and just all the different sales. So this is the Not Near Mint crew. We'd like to thank you all for joining us. Lady Fantastic, Rob Worst, Miracleman, and Comics on the Mind will hopefully dump the dump next week. And if things go tits up next week, we might skip a week. But hopefully that won't happen. Oh man, I want one of them stickers. Damn. All right. So, otherwise, last bit of breaking news. Just a little reminder for people out there, there is going to be a episode of Comic Gories, and that will be coming up this Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. A few of the comic book community members will be on it. Maybe even you, maybe even me. And maybe Lady Fantastic. And we're going to kill, not literally, that's illegal. So thank you very much for joining us. And tip of the week, if we don't know you and we ever say, hey, we're going to let people on our show us a comic book and show us that you're wearing pants, because if you're not wearing pants, we don't want you on this show. You're just a weird troll. So thank you all for joining us. And last bit, this is the guy right down here. If you want to know where I get my comic books, his name is John Freshly on Instagram. He goes by the name Miami Fresh Comics. Tomorrow, Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, he's going to be doing a claim sale where he's going to take his phone and just kind of like my room here. He's just going to zoom it around and you just go, I want that. You'll be happy. So he will also have on Sunday at 11 a.m. a claim sale, so check that out. Otherwise, smash that like, especially if you like the video, or if you didn't like the video, hit the thumbs down. Either way, it still shows that you viewed us, and we thank you for that. Otherwise, subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. We only do one show a week, so you know where to find us. Otherwise, we will be back at a regular time next week at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, unless the country's on fire. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So
That's a possibility.
Be good to one another and treat your comic books. Treat other people like you treat your comic books, which means treat them well. Don't break them, don't hurt them, and try and make it a little bit better at the end of the day. My name is Rob Worst. Thank you all for joining us. See you next time.
Night, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Rob Worst, Lady Fantastic, Miracleman, and Comics on the Mind will be back next week. Same time, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Not Near Mint.